Obviously, nice to win at home. You know, it's been a minute. I thought that that was as close to a 40-minute game as we've played in a while. I thought defensive game plan, offensive game plan, I thought we stuck with it. Hence that one run they went on late in the first quarter, I guess. Besides that, I was really happy with the way that we locked in on defense. We get a couple more rebounds, make it a little bit easier on ourselves, but I thought overall we stuck with the game plan for the full 40 minutes.
Coach, coming into this one, what was the scout on Vanessa Girls? Because she had that pretty high 22 points last time, and then, she did a great job containing her tonight.
Yeah, and that's the key right there, Jake. We knew we had to contain her. You know, we let her get loose a couple times up there, and she made some big shots. She's a great player. She's a great addition for them. She runs that team really well for being, you know, with them for a first year, but that's, you know, that's a fifth-year point guard. And we got our fifth-year point guard that does the same thing. So she's very, very good, but I thought we did a really good job trying to keep her a little more east to west this time than we did up there.
And this one wasn't perfect, but it feels like, I don't know, kind of a heart and soul win, especially down the stretch there. It felt like
I like your words, Jake. Good job. Heart and soul win. I like it.
Felt like you guys wanted it more.
Yeah, I think we came in with the right mindset today, and it's all about mindset. It's not about opponent. It's not about where. It's not about all that. It's about the mindset that we have when we walk on the floor. I thought our mindset 1 through 14 today was exactly where it needed to be. I felt like our mindset all week's been that way. I thought we put together, you know, 3 good practices to prepare ourselves for 2 really tough games. So we got one, and we got, you know, a short turnaround to get ready for the next one.
And again tonight, the three-point shooting wasn't really there, but they did a really good job tonight finding offense in other places.
Yeah.
Was that kind of an emphasis coming in?
Well, I mean, when we execute our offense, there's a lot of options that teams have to cover, you know, and if we lock in on the first option, sometimes that gets us in trouble. When we're just a little bit patient, then we got some more options, and that's, you know, obviously where Amanda's at her best, finding her teammates, where we can get open looks for Mick, open looks for Jess, Rafi on the block, when we're just a little bit more patient, and I thought we did a good job at that tonight.
And in the mat, every win is very
Huge,
important. This
yes.
feels like, especially big, like a sigh of relief almost. Could you just talk about what this does?
I mean, it's not a sigh of relief. It's something that we've, I mean, our expectations are high, regardless of where we are. It's early in January, and there's a lot of games played. We know the work we have to do. We know the hole we put ourselves in, and we know we're the only ones that can dig ourselves out of it. This was the first step to doing that, and now we've got to put 2 steps back to back on Saturday. What do you got, Norm?
We've talked a lot about the ball movement with
Yeah.
this team, and you know, tonight 17 assists on 21 made baskets. Just talk a little bit about the offense and the way, whenever it is working, the flow that your team can get in.
Yeah, I mean, flow and pace are really important for us, and it's you know, putting your teammates in the most successful situations. You know, me making sure I call the right stuff to get the right people, the right looks. Amanda, most of the time, being patient, seeing what's happening, understanding why we're calling certain plays, where we think we could get the back end to a back end, setting great screens from our bigs. So everybody's got a little piece in that, whether you're screening, whether you're, you know, diving to the basket. I thought we had some just great looks off back screens tonight that we hadn't been getting in the past or yet. So I thought we scored in a lot of different ways today, and that was nice to see.
And then I think one of the bigger plays in the game, obviously we talk about the offense all we want.
Yeah.
It was the defensive play.
Yep.
You have Michaela coming away with the steal,
Yeah.
and then her and Jess going up and getting that
Yeah.
easy bucket on the other end. You know, what is it about the defensive side of the ball that works for this team whenever everything's also going wrong?
Yeah, that was something that we worked really hard on this week, Norman, really locked in on, was understanding that we've got to make sure that our defense is where it needs to be. Our offense, I believe that we have enough offense, but we were missing possessions because we weren't getting defensive stops, live ball stops. I thought we took advantage of live ball stops today. So our goal this week was to get, you know, 5 of those possessions back through our defense, and I thought that we did that.
So Michaela, first, I just wanted to ask about that, sort of that last 4 minutes at the end there. It felt like everybody was on the same page and everything was clicking on both ends. Can you just talk about what it was like to sort of see that product on the floor?
Oh, we've been preparing for this game in practice, and we never gave up, never stopped, and we knew like the fourth quarter was a big quarter because we were down and we had to come back from it. So we just knew what we had to do. That's what we did.
And tonight on defense, it feels like the first game in a while where you were able to sort of contain everybody. Was there a different defensive philosophy coming into this one, or?
Just KYP, like we knew who was who, we knew who was going to do what, and it was just all about like, all right, who's our go-to, like know their plays and like be on top of it and stop their actions.
And Amanda, you leading the huddles at the timeouts. Down the stretch, it felt like everybody sort of locked in at the same time, like a switch sort of flipped after, I don't know, a pretty ugly start to the fourth quarter. Why do you think that shift happened so suddenly?
I think that's just something we've been working on, like not letting like a bucket or a turnover or anything like bring us down. So I think just yelling in the huddles and being like excited helps to keep everybody like focused and ready to get a stop and a score and turn it around.
I wanted to ask about sort of your role on the team. You kind of do everything in a way. Would you consider yourself a pass-first player, or are you just in the mindset to do whatever you
She's a shooter.
Yeah, definitely pass first. Everybody knows that. It's been like that forever. I just like passing. So yeah, definitely pass first point guard.
You know, you say that, and then down the stretch, it really looked like you were looking for your shot, or maybe a little bit more in that fourth quarter than you were for the first three quarters. Was there something that maybe you saw that maybe flipped that switch?
No, I think just with our four-guard lineup and us like running through what we want to run when we do have to play four guards, I think it was just working the two-man with Vic. I know everybody knows that, but like me and Vic two-game works pretty good. So I think I saw that was going well for us. So I was just looking to do that.
And Michaela, I said with Coach, you know, I think probably one of the bigger plays that might not show up in the box score was the steal that led to the easy basket on the other end on that fast break with you and Jess. You know, talk a little bit about the defensive effort that goes into a win like this.
It's just not giving up on possessions. Like even if they get a rebound, like continually to like get stops, get rebounds, and just execute on offense as well.
One more real quick together. So you had that hot start from three. The team was three for three from three. And then after that, the shots kind of stopped falling. Was there sort of a conscious effort once you all realized that the threes weren't falling to maybe look elsewhere for scoring?
Yeah, like when we know our threes aren't falling, typically in the past we just kept shooting them, but today's game we realized like inside game, like get to the rim, attack, get fouls, draw, stuff like that.